All right, I'm going to go over how to set up your menus. So right now, if you look at the live preview, there's a top left menu and then a top right menu, a main menu, and there's even one in the footer called footer menu. And if you've imported the demo data, it's pretty simple. The menus are labeled as so it's really easy to find them. But I'm going to go over how to, create your own and, hide some and add some. So all of that is managed under Appearance and Menus. And as I mentioned before, you have a couple of them already imported if you imported them. But I'm going to go ahead and just start from scratch so I can go over how to create them from scratch, so it's just easier for you to understand. So I'm going to open the site in another tab so we can kind of tab back and forth. And so let's start by creating, we'll create a top right menu as an example. So let's go to create new menu and we'll call this new top right menu. We'll create the menu and let's go and just add one page to it and save it. So basically what we want to do is tell your theme to use this menu in this area in the top right. So to do that, it's pretty easy. It's under Manage Locations. So again, we just find the corresponding menu top right, and we'll select our new top right example, save that change, refresh the site, and you'll see it up there. Voila. And for instance, if you don't want like a top left or a top right, it's pretty easy. You can just deselect the menu for top left, for example, and that will hide that top left menu. All right, so now that we kind of went over that for the top right, let's go ahead and create one for this main navigation, and then we'll go over some more examples. So let's call it create new menu, new, and then we'll call this one main nav. So new main nav, and again, let's go ahead and just add 2 pages or 3 pages to it real quick by selecting them, save the menu. And then under Manage Locations now, under Primary Menu, we're going to go ahead and select New Main Nav. Pretty simple. Select it, and if we go to our site and refresh it, you'll see the 3 pages we added. So let's go back to our menu and we'll just create a bunch of examples. So to get started, it's pretty simple. You can drag and drop to reorder. You can click this down arrow right here for some additional options. One of the options is a menu icon, and so that's pretty cool. If you click on this link, it will show you how many icons you can use. So you have 675 icons to choose from, and you can use any icon you want. You can search. For our example, I'm just going to pick one. So let's say you wanted this bank icon. Just type in bank for the menu icon, save the menu, and now when we refresh, our about should have a bank right there. And so you can add that to any menu, and the header, I think in the top left header, that's actually what we use for the social icons. We have like Twitter and then the icon from Font Awesome. So if you wanted the Facebook icon, for instance, you can just type in Facebook official, etc. So that's going to cover some basics. As I mentioned before, if you want to remove an icon, you just click this drop down and click remove. So the next thing I wanted to go over was how to create a drop-down menu. So to create a drop-down menu is pretty darn simple. Let's just go ahead and let's create a drop-down under About. I'm going to go and just add a couple more pages. So to do that, you just grab the menu item you want in the drop-down. And if you move to the right a little, it'll automatically snap to indent. So you can see how these all just kind of snap to indent. So let's click save, and you'll see the contact, account, and checkout are all in a drop down underneath about. So you can create as many drop downs as you want. There's not really a limit on it, but that's going to cover how to edit the menus. So I'll go back over this top left one again, just as I think we'll have some questions on that. So if we go into Manage Locations, in our example, just make sure you have top left selected. If we refresh the site, you'll see we have the social icons up there. So to add more social icons or edit those, just edit that top left menu, or top left navigation. So if we select that, you can see kind of how we've built the two that are there. So let's say we wanted to add an Instagram one. Just go under custom links, of course, link to whatever your Instagram account is. You can just type in Instagram. And if we save that and refresh, you'll see we have Instagram, but to add the icon, as mentioned before, you're going to want to go under this drop down and add in the Instagram icon. So if you go to that Font Awesome icon list, you can just search for Instagram, and it's pretty easy. It is just Instagram. So we can just type in Instagram there, save our menu, and you can refresh and you can see that's how you get the icons up there. So it's pretty easy to, at all those pages, you have a lot of options, icons, etc. for your site.